Welcome to Aquatic Inertia, and today we have baby Fairy Cichlids. To my surprise, I went down to the 55 gallon and noticed these little wiggly guys in there, and I have about 18 to 25 of them. They're hard to count because they're so small. In this 55 gallon, I originally bought 4 Fairy Cichlids. Only one survived, and he grew to be quite a big boy. And there he is, actually, on the lower right. You can see he's got 2 females next to him. You can see the difference in size. He's about 4 inches, which is about as big as a fairy cichlid gets. So after the 3 other fairy cichlids died, I put 6 fairy cichlids in this tank, and they were really, really small. And within a few days, 3 of them must have been females, went over to the large fairy cichlid that was already in there, and the other 3 were pushed over to the right side of the tank. Here you can see this feeding tube, and you can also see the dividing wall here. On the left, I have a sandy and coral substrate. They definitely spawned on the sandy and crushed coral side. That's the side of choice. The 3 females and the 1 male definitely took that as their area. The female of these babies, I'm guessing, is this small. She's the smallest cichlid in the tank. It's kind of strange. She is always around the babies, so it's my best guess that she's the female. There's the big dad hovering over the fry. He doesn't leave that area too much. You see the right side of the tank where the other 3 male cichlids live. They are not allowed to cross the line, and that line is where that dividing rock is between the 2 tanks. And you can see the male right there and the female right under it. He will not let the other 3 males cross that line, or they're in big trouble. I put a lot of caves and places for the 3 males to hide. You can see the Java fern there, and then the Vallisneria. They do school, which is really cool to see. And just watching the male defend these guys and the 3 females take care of them. Now these guys are supposed to, the babies are supposed to raise the babies as well. So the next batch of babies, these will be the juveniles, and they'll be taking care of the new set of babies. So that's pretty unique thing about fairy cichlids, is that they all help out with raising the fry. So I'm really looking forward to watching that. So yeah, anytime they get scared, they rush back into the broken pot you see there, which seems to be their safe area. Along the top of that pot is a lot of algae, so maybe they're eating that algae. They are from Lake Tanganyika, and that's the 2nd largest freshwater lake in the world. It holds 18% of the world's available supply of fresh water. Now here's a good shot of the male, and then the female comes into the frame from the left. This is a really good shot because they are hard to tell the males and the females apart. But here you see the male on the top. He's got the black stripe, very pronounced black stripe, and the females has one, but it's not quite as dark. The males also got more wispy kind of fins. You see how much longer they are on the top, and then the tail as well. Then the females are just more blunt. So those are the main differences, other than the size. At one day after they hatch, they can't move, period. They're kind of stuck with their egg yolk attached to the side of a rock. So by the 2nd day, their eyes are open, completely developed, and by 3 days, their gills are open, and they have already developed tiny pectoral fins. Their yolk sac by this time is 85% gone, and by the 4th day is when they begin to swim freely. On the 5th day, it says the parents will move the larvae to a new shelter, right in the center of their territory. So this must be where they think the center of their territory is. So they're at least 4 days old, maybe 5. I also have 4 pearl danios in there. I used to have more, but they've died off some. I like to have 5 or more because those fish do like to school. So I'll be getting some more pearl danios. They're nice fish, and they're cheap. They're like 99 cents or something like that at my fish store. So yeah, all around good fish. So again, I wasn't trying to breed these guys, so I'm just going to tell you the conditions of my tank. I keep it at 74 degrees. That's a little lower than you'll read about where these guys like to have their temperature set at. I do that mainly because I don't want a lot of algae growth in this tank, so I bumped it down to 74. I've basically got, as far as my water, basically got liquid rock here. It's well water, and it's got tons of minerals in it. And the pH is pretty high. It's over 8 in this tank, and they do like that. So the conditions must have been good. I keep the water pretty well clean. I do water changes every week, about 35%. Change my filter floss out every week, so it's a pretty clean tank. But you can see the little guys swimming around. They seem pretty happy. Thanks a lot for watching this video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks again, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.